My father's 95 years old, and he's sharp as a tack still. He drives out to the farm, checks on the farm, drives to the winery, and just makes sure that we're doing everything right. And I asked him the other day, just a question like that. I said, do you ever remember a year like this? And he said, no. And 95 years is a long time. It's been beautiful. And we're looking forward to some spectacular wines from this excellent growing season in 2020.
Like many businesses in Niagara, 13th Street Winery had to adapt quickly due to COVID.
Well, at first we were really anxious and worried because we really didn't know what we were dealing with. And we actually shut the winery down for a couple days. We were very early on that just to make sure that we had the protocols in place to operate safely. And once we did, we opened up again, but in an entirely different business model than we normally would have. There's been challenges for sure. For example, we don't have export. We're used to having a lot of American guests here. But on the other hand, to our delight, we were able to pivot and put marketing and programs to promote our online sales, which have been fantastic. We're really, really thankful to all the customers that are buying our wines online. And we can demonstrate that we have a competitive advantage because we can do home delivery. People recognize that, yeah, Niagara wine region makes excellent wines. It's right in our backyard. I think that buy local slogan is becoming an embedded messaging in many people's lives where they recognize that there's excellent wines to be enjoyed, excellent wine experiences to be had in Niagara, and they can get it year-round through online sales or through the LCBO and hopefully soon in restaurants. COVID really hasn't affected the harvesting of this year's crop to any large extent. Most of the grapes are harvested by machine, and so it's a very small crew that is able to harvest most of the grapes. The hand harvesting we do is mostly family units, small groups, where they have a established bubble, if you will, that they can harvest safely. So I wouldn't suggest that COVID has really affected our harvesting ability. During the season, it was with labor-intensive operations such as thinning, leaf removal, it was a little bit more challenging because there wasn't as many people available to work.
Depending on the wine and the grape variety, this will determine whether the grapes are machine or hand harvested.
For example, most of the sparkling wine is harvested early and it's done by hand. Then the wine style, what the winemaker is looking for. There's certain wines that we will do hand harvest, and certain vineyards too. Some vineyards have very low canopies that we feel it's better to pick by hand. The weather, good for growing grapes, it was also great for providing a safe outdoor winery experience. We do have some challenges as the weather becomes a little colder and not quite so sunny. How do we manage that so we are able to welcome people indoors safely? We're looking at expanding our outdoor experience. We've bought fire pits, we've bought blankets. The pavilion that we have, we're looking at ways that we can shelter it from the cold winds so people can snuggle up with some food from our chef and some wine and continue to have a great time well into winter.